Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakah Kodash. Our honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching, teaching His word in sincerity and in truth. Now, this is your brother Shapal from the James Jamaica camp with a quick lesson. And the main question that I want to ask in this lesson before I get into the scriptures, is how are you prepared? Have you exercised your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? And it's a question where it's needed for one's acts in a time like this before we reach a time where of destruction, right? Scripture, there's a scripture that says if they had done this in the green tree, what would they do in the dry? That's rough paraphrase scripture, which represent a time of prosperity, green. There's a time will come where the day that we're looking at now, all right, and the time, the economy, everything that we see now is going to get drastically turned upside down. Now, in a time like that, faith is a thing where we need to really exercise. All right. Now, some example of faith is basically praying. That's a live example of faith, man. Praying shows that you believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? It shows faith. Asking the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for things. Speaking about money or all of that. Wisdom is the principal thing. With that you can garner, whatever you will, if the Lord wills it. Praying. You understand? All of these things, man, shows your faith. Right? But in a time like this, we ought to exercise those things. That's when the time gets sticky. When it gets harsh and hard. We can say, okay, we knew the Lord, right? We trust Him, right? And we know that He's going to save us. There's a level of surety, So it's not about just reading the scriptures and memorizing them so you can go out and do the breakdowns and, edify, which is a very important part of the doctrine. But we have to exercise, just like when you do the bodily exercise, it strengthens you. And that's what's going to strengthen your faith in that time to come. Scripture, Ecclesiasticus 2 and verse 10 says, for the Lord is full of compassion and merciful, and mercy and long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sin and save it in the time of affliction. And that's the reason why we need to even pray, because this body is subjected unto sin, man. Every day will go off. Either ignorantly or knowingly. But we don't have a choice because we're in these fleshly, prisons. That's the reason why we need to pray. Right? That's the reason why we need to ask for the kingdom. We need a personal relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It is very essential to the times to come, because we see now the things that the scripture has been spoken about so long. It's really happening. Right? So we're going to really need that protection. Right? Verse 12. Woe unto the fearful heart and the faint hand. Right? And sinners that go two ways. Okay? Woe unto him that is faint-hearted. Right? For he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. So this is like a man going out there in a battle. Saying, and you're not sure. You know what I mean? You're not sure about your partner, whether beside you. You're not sure about the brother. You're not sure. You're not sure I'm going to have your back. So what you going to do? This is real life situation, it's real life examples. That's why the scriptures are here, man. What are you gonna do, man? The natural instinct of a man where they don't trust. You see, man? Another one with a beside him, you know. It always end up justical, man. You know, it always end up with death. But you see a man where trust the person going in battle with, you know, it's more easier for navigate because you know so what you have a lot of confidence in this person, you go off your back. So you move more freely. You know what I mean? You act in one accord, right? Without even thinking or hesitating. You know, you act as one accord, man, in one unit. You know what I mean? Keep your mind straight. Right? That's how it is with Yahweh Hashem Yoshai going in this time. Right? You can't go both ways, man. Right? If and but if no, I'm not sure, I'm not sure about this, if I do this, but I'm not go and that's a double-minded man. Scripture says unstable in all his ways, man. Right? It's one mind, it's confident, it's trust, it's one mind, man. Imagine the Lord put you, have you in his hand, man, and put you close to the heat, just for warm you. But you not trusting and you really a thing say, him have you. And the more close to the heat, and as the heat start to get warm, you lose all faith and you start to bug out. And he's there like looking at you like, what the hell? Seriously? It's embarrassing, man, because if you don't trust me, I don't trust you either, man. That's just the harsh reality. The relationship we're supposed to have with the Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, man, is based upon pure trust. That's what he desires, man. That's why that trust in him is very important to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, right? So it's a warning to the faint-hearted, and for he believe it not, therefore he shall not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. What will he do when the Lord shall visit you? And that's a very good question, man. Right? For ones that lose patience, what will you do when the Lord about to visit, man? Right? James 1 and verse 5. If any lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not. Right? And it shall be given him. Right? But let him ask in what? In faith, man. That's a very key thing. Nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like the wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. Right? He said, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right? So, in time to come, man, if you lack wisdom, it's going to be the principal thing, as I said before, for guide us through. Right? Ask Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Right? Ask in faith, man. And know that, say, look, he's gone to the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshai is with us. Right? And he's going to see us through whatsoever we're going with. Right? Because, trust me, man, it's going to take faith, man. Faith is substance of things not seen. We never see how Hashem Yoshai, man. That's why we say exercise now. It's a hard thing in our bodily flesh. Right? To believe in someone that you cannot see, man, it going to take faith, a lot of faith. Believe in something you cannot see. Can't see the kingdom. We read these things and the spirit dwell, the spirit of belief, right, dwell with us. So on the other hand, the Lord is watching, right? And it's disappointing looking on men where don't believe in him, but speaking his words is him go out there teaching and have faith in him. And time to come, it's gonna show, man. It's gonna determine which side, which side of prophecies you're gonna be on. Or you're gonna be one that's not gonna be defended because you don't really trust him. You speak the words, but for literally say, hey, I trust in the Lord, man, whatever it will be, and just go with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. What's it gonna be? Right? So that's just a little thought came to mind. I want to do a lesson on it. So with that, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashim Kodash. Honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to your brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching, teaching, word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.